Hello everyone, welcome to our channel A Anything. Today we are going to do the breakdown and find the hidden details in the first episode of Prime Video's new series, Gen V, Season 1. The first episode is titled, God U, which is a short name for Godalkin University. It also refers to the godlike status of the Supes and their egos. While starting the video, I want to tell you that this video contains heavy spoilers of this episode, and if you haven't watched this episode already, then watch this on your own discretion as this video is full of spoilers. So now without wasting any more time, let's delve into the video. The episode starts with a news broadcast in which news was reported that A-Train, who is from Godalkin University, has become first black man to achieve a position in the Super 7. We see a cameo of Madeline Stillwell also, who appeared in The Boys Season 1. We get to know that this is a flashback to 8 years ago. We see teenager Marie Moreau is messing around with her sister Annabeth, while her parents are watching the same news we saw about A-Train. Suddenly Marie starts feeling pain in her stomach. She rushes to the bathroom and realizes that she is getting her first period. This moment is already scary for Marie, but it quickly becomes horrifying when her blood starts floating into the air. As Marie panics, her mother bursts inside to see what's going on, and Marie's blood suddenly coagulates into a sharp point and soars through the air, slitting her mother's throat. As Marie falls to the floor, hyperventilating, her father rushes in, trying to staunch his wife's bleeding wound. And as Marie screams out in pain, the blood from her mother's neck blasts out in all directions, impaling her father and killing him as well. We see Marie has got the power to manipulate blood and turn it into weapons or sharp objects, but right now she's got no idea how to control these abilities. Listening all this, her sister Annabeth also comes in the bathroom, and scene cuts to the present day when 18-year-old Marie wakes up from the dream, which probably haunts her still since all that happened. She now lives in a group home. She sees calendar in which she marked 4 p.m. on the present day date. She then went to rehab where we see her waiting for 4 p.m. In the classroom, we see her reading a book authored by Brinkerhoff, who we will see later in the episode. There is a small detail in the scene, which I will reveal later when it will be more significant, so watch video till last to not miss anything. She then starts practicing her superpowers, and we see that she now have command over her superpower. Also, we notice that maybe she gets weakness when she floats her blood and throw it anywhere. She then comes to the corridor where she sees a girl being forcibly pushed inside a vehicle which is from an adult rehabilitation center by Vought Company. She then comes to the room, and at 4 p.m., she logs into her God U account and sees that she is selected for admission in Godalkin University. She then meets her caretaker, who says that it's best opportunity for her to move on from her past and make her future bright, forgetting everything happened in past. Her caretaker reveals that she has opportunity to leave this group home, otherwise kids with history like hers don't get adopted here and they are sent to Vought Adult Facility in Elmira, where they are kept lockup up and gets bad treatment. But Godalkin University is a good place to help her make her future bright. We then see an advertisement of Godalkin University in which we meet the dean of Godalkin University, Indira Shetty. She tells how much Godalkin University is a best place for students with superpowers. She says that after declaring the major, students can either get selected in Crimson Countess School for the Performing Arts, whose alumni are now the stars of big reality shows, or they can get selected in the Lamplighter School of Crime Fighting, which has produced top 10 ranked students of the university from the past 30 years, and its alumni includes Queen Maeve, A-Train, and The Deep. We also see the present ranked 1 student Luke Golden Boy Reardon. Scene cuts to Godalkin University where Marie has reached for her first day. There are a lot of students, each having different superpowers. We then see some news flashes like new evidence suggests that Russia has plotted 7 tower attack, which is of course not true, as we saw in the finale of The Boys Season 3, and also the trial against Homelander is starting from today for killing an innocent man, of course if you remember the ending of The Boys Season 3 when he kills a man publicly in front of Ryan. News also says that Queen Maeve has died and the sales of her autographed merch is decreased. Here, Marie enters her room and meets her roommate Emma Meyer, aka Little Cricket. She has superpower of shrinking her size. She is also a popular YouTube blogger who makes fight night videos called Fun Sized with Little Cricket. I am only doing breakdown of the episode and not promoting her channel, you won't find it anyway. They then goes to stadium and we get introduced to more characters. First thing we need to remember is this is a super competitive school. Everyone's constantly hustling to stand out in order to land a spot in the top 10, a list of the best and most promising superhero students as voted on by Godolphin's Board of Trustees. Currently, the number 1 ranked student is Luke Reardon aka Golden Boy. He has power of super strength, invincibility, and pyrokinesis. Well, if you don't know, then pyrokinesis is the ability to set objects or people on fire through the concentration of psychic power. If you notice, then you can see that the power of super strength and invincibility can also be seen in Captain America, and the power of pyrokinesis can be seen in Johnny Storm aka Human Torch from Fantastic Four, and coincidentally both these characters are played by Chris Evans. Anyway, we see his best friend Andre Anderson here for the first time, who has the power of bending metal. He is number 2 in the rankings, and also he is a son of famous super polarity. We also see Luke's girlfriend Kate Dunlap. She has power to push people to do anything she commands with the touch of her hands, which she uses for her advantage. Every week, the whole school flocks to the God U Stadium to watch the top 10's workouts, which consist mainly of races, weightlifting contests, and fights to the death. Emma takes Marie to one of these workouts and we get to see Golden Boy's talents on display as he faces off against a student nearly twice his size. But Golden Boy doesn't break a sweat, pummeling his opponent to the dirt and ripping the arms off his body. No worries, though, he sticks the guy's arms back on and they fuse right back to his shoulders. After seeing this, Marie says to Emma that she will land a spot in the crime fighting school and make it to number 1. Unfortunately, that dream is quickly dashed when Marie finds out she's been assigned to the performance school instead of the crime fighting school. Furious, she goes to the office of the head of the department, the lauded Professor Brink, but she's denied entry by Brink's TA/gatekeeper Jordan Lee. Jordan Lee has the unique ability to shift between 2 genders in a blink, and abilities are: one is dense and indestructible, the other is agile and can launch energy blasts. Jordan tells Marie that they personally rejected her application because Marie's credentials and social media presence doesn't come close to stacking up to the rest of the crime fighting students. Marie protests and tells Brink that she needs just one chance to prove herself, but he stands by Jordan's decision. Brink says to Marie that she should just accept her spot in performance and be grateful she's even at this school in the first place. Scene cuts to the evening when Marie was sadly walking on the roads of campus. She sees a guy running away to the gate of the campus and a group of campus police officers were chasing him. On asking, police says that he is on drugs. She uses her powers to stop him from running, and seeing all this, Andre also comes to help police catch him, and the guy finally gets caught. Both Andre and Marie don't know who that guy was, but later it is revealed in the episode. But seeing the bravery of Marie, Andre invites her out for partying with him and the popular kids. Marie hesitates at first because she doesn't want to break the rules of God U, but Emma convinces her that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, both in terms of enjoying the party with the best students, and also she can get close with an influential crew that can help propel her up the student rankings. Emma's got a point, so Marie relents. Also, when Emma takes Marie to the campus scene when she takes her to make new friends, there is a hidden detail: we meet Justine here, her superpowers are not revealed yet. In the scene, she tells her peers that her reps are sending her to an audition for a limited series at Vought Plus. She says, it's an elevated superhero thing, really a meditation on grief, told through 70 years of sitcoms. Her description of the show sounds similar to WandaVision, Marvel's 2021 limited series that explored Wanda Maximoff/Scarlet Witch's grief through sitcom-inspired episodes. Here in the Brink's office, we see that Brink shows Luke a superhero suit made of hafnium carbide alloy which can't be melted no matter how hot it can be burnt, and confirms that he is going to become a new member of the Seven. If you remember in the starting, I said that there is a hidden detail in the book she was reading. As you can see in the middle paragraph, Brink wrote the importance of the costume for a superhero, and here we see him giving Luke a costume, so that paragraph foreshadows what is gonna happen later. Not only because of this reason, but also because of another detail here. You can see Marie highlighted, Where does your story begin with red pen? And also wrote, can it start now please? And technically, from this costume scene her story begins in a true sense and in a larger level. Anyway, let's come back to the scene. Luke says that the suit must be very costly and he can't pay for the suit, for which Brink says that New York already paid for it and he should be ready to join the Seven in some months. There is also a detail in the scene, as it is told in the series that Starlight has left Seven and Queen Maeve is dead. That's why Golden Boy can take place of them in the Seven. Brink asks Luke, would you rather take Maeve's old department or Starlight's? Scene cuts to Marie where she finally goes clubbing with Andre, Luke, his mind control powered girlfriend Kate, and Jordan. Kate uses her power to take entry in the club. They take shots, blow lines, and take Molly. After a beat of resistance, Marie is peer pressured into taking Molly. We follow Andre through the club as he tries to use his charm and his metallurgy powers to impress a girl by turning a coin into a metallic bird figurine and levitating it across the bar, trying to land it in a guy's drink. But as a patron bumps into Andre, breaking his concentration, the bird suddenly darts off course and accidentally stabs a woman in the neck. As she falls to the ground, bleeding out. Luke, Jordan, Kate and Andre bolt out of there as quickly as possible, but Marie decides to stay behind, using her powers to put the bleeding woman's blood back into her body. She saves her life, and becomes famous in the process, as her videos made by people in the club goes viral. Next day, as soon as Marie gets back to school, she's called into Professor Brink's office. Marie assumes, excitedly, that this means her heroics have landed her a spot in the crime-fighting major, but she's sorely mistaken. Instead of being rewarded for saving the woman's life, she's being expelled. Brink tells Marie that someone's gotta take the fall for slitting the woman's throat in the first place, and the only one caught on video was Marie. She insists she didn't do it, but Brink shrugs this off. Even if he did believe her, he's not gonna risk ruining the reputation of one of his rising stars just to save Marie. Effective immediately, Marie is being expelled from Godalkin University. Meanwhile, we find Luke in the midst of a nightmare of his own. But, like an actual nightmare. Luke's been having a recurring dream where he finds himself in a mysterious forest with his long-dead brother. Luke's got no idea what this dream is about, but his brother gives him a hint, insisting that he's not dead, and he needs Luke's help. Thrown by this, Luke visits Brink in his office. Here we see Marie again going to the office of Brink to talk again, but as she opens the door of the office, she sees that Luke murders Professor Brink by burning him alive. Even worse for Luke was Marie walks in just as Luke does the deed. Luke becomes very afraid and tells Marie that Brink was a bad person and she don't know what he did, and tells Marie to tell everyone that Brink died by himself, for which Marie agrees, but Luke thinks that it's already too late and Marie should not have come to the office that time. As he runs to attack on Marie also, she runs back. In the way Jordan tries to stop Luke, and we see an epic battle between the two. Eventually, Luke defeats Jordan and now comes for Marie. By that time, Marie comes out of the building and Andre sees her. He asked what happened, for which she says that Luke killed Brink, for which he denies to believe. Luke also comes out furiously and Andre stops him. Students all over around starts filming them. Seeing this, Luke starts feeling regret and shame and hugs his best friend Andre, and tells something to him and then apologizes for what he is gonna do now. Overwhelmed by his fiery emotions, regret, confusion, anger and shame, Luke flies off into the sky and blows himself up. Everywhere starts his blood raining, and this is where the first episode ends. After the mid-credits, we see Ashley informing people that whatever happened in Godalkin University was because Luke aka Golden Boy was chronic drug user, and it happened because he was in influence of the drugs. So this was my breakdown of the first episode of Gen V, Season 1. In case I missed any hidden detail from the episode, please let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video and want to watch more like this, then like, comment, and share the video and subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to never miss any video. See you next time.